Okay, so we're here with Christopher from Daystate, looking at some really new, nice air rifles, the Black Wolf.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this air rifle, Christopher?
So the Black Wolf is not really just a rifle, it's more of a platform. So it's extremely adjustable in several different ways that I'll show you now.
Yep.
So first off, barrels are interchangeable, 177, 22, 25, and 30 in 3 different barrel lengths, 17-inch, 23-inch, and 28-inch, 600 millimeter, 700 millimeter.
Yeah, all right.
Underneath that barrel is a tensioner that comes on the walnut, the laminate, and the chassis version that we'll take a look at next. In that tensioner, it works as like a harmonic balancing unit.
So it doesn't vibrate as much?
Exactly. I like to think of it as a tuning fork. So a tuning fork, if you hit it, vibrates like that.
Yeah.
With the tensioner, it goes like this.
More strength.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it gives you much more better flow through the barrel, letting the pellet have more accuracy.
Yeah, all right. And I see you have, of course, some different types of stock, the laminated, the normal wooden ones. And there are also some different types of cylinders you can put on there.
That's correct.
And are those interchangeable as well? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So this right here is the cylinder style. This is 300 cc's. You could also get a 480 cc, like you see on the carbon gray right here.
Yeah.
Or you can add a 580 cc if you prefer.
Yeah, it's the same connection on that one.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
And you can interchange them. So this block right here, you can actually just take that off, put the bottle block on there. You would, on this particular one, you would take this off, and then the bottle fits perfectly right here.
Yeah, it's the I can see it's the same, pretty much the same stock, but with this piece of polymer fitted out, you could
exactly.
Mount,
so with the cylinder, you can have the little extra right here, and underneath, you can see that there is M-lock both here if you have the bottle, and it gives you an extra M-lock right here if you have the cylinder.
Yeah. So you could fit like an adapter for that if you would want to fit an Arca Swiss or a Picatinny adapter without having it to be that bulky.
Of course. Huma regulated, like all Daystates are.
Yeah.
Regulator is right here, very easily adjustable under pressure.
Yeah.
Yep. And
then always better probably to, if you would want to turn it down, degas it first.
Of course. Yeah, if you're going to turn it down, degas first.
I see this knob as well. It's for the hammer tension.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the power wheel. So in addition to being able to use the regulator to adjust it, you can use this here for fine-tune adjustments. So it goes from minimum to maximum, which is 20 different clicks.
Yeah.
And it either compresses the spring or decompresses the spring.
It. All right.
And there's several different springs that you can have in there. You can have a low-powered, medium, or 3 different high-powered options. So there's so much adjustability with this gun to, if you wanted to be sub 12 foot-pound, you can be.
You can tune it
or
out,
if you have FAC license, you can be up to 155 foot-pounds. I think that's close to 200 joules, I believe. I'm not sure on the calculation.
That's quite a lot.
In the 30 caliber.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, larger caliber, higher muscle energy.
Yes.
Well, luckily we in the Netherlands, we don't have any power restrictions on our rifle, so we don't need a 12 foot-pound version, so we would like to have it in the full power. But then different calibers, easy to adjust to a different caliber, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
The trigger unit, as with a Daystate, should be really nice and crispy on it.
It is.
I see
very good.
What I quite like about this air rifle is the side lever. It's quite large. It's quite a short stroke, isn't it? To cock it?
Yeah, largely you don't have to fish for it up there when you're shooting. There's a new trigger mechanism that's actually acts like a cassette, so you can actually pull the whole unit out, and you can adjust first stage, second stage down to close to 8 ounces.
All right.
And it's a beautifully crisp trigger. I think the best one that Daystate has ever done.
Yeah.
It's completely ambidextrous, so you can move this to this side.
To the other side.
Yep, this is ambidextrous here,
also,
and it's a true one. So you can move it over, and a lefty can be very comfortable shooting it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The stock model is really nice. It's not that high, is it? It's quite a sleek looking air rifle.
They've narrowed the distance between here and there from previous models to be more streamlined here.
Yeah.
And then another thing to look at is the Picatinny rail has 20 MOA built into it.
Yeah.
And safety catch, ambidextrous on both sides, of course.
Yep. Yeah. Adjustable trigger shoe. Wow.
Exactly. So it's a really beautiful new design, and more than just a gun, it's a platform because you can make it into whatever you would like to.
Yeah, if you would like to change it later on to a different barrel length or a different caliber, you could adjust it.
That's right. The barrels are easy to exchange to. So you would just take this barrel out here. There is the pellet probe that goes forward.
Yeah.
And then the magazine. 3 simple things, you have a brand new rifle.
Yeah, and then you could do something totally different with it for a different option, or for hunting, or for pest control.
Exactly. For an example, I took one in a 177 17-inch, and I had some pests in my backyard, and I don't have a very large backyard, so I needed a lot less power.
Yeah.
And then I took to my 30 caliber that I shoot at 100 yards.
Yeah.
So all with one platform.
Yeah,
very easy
nice
to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can take it to the range and tune it up a bit, or if you would use it in a short range, you don't want any ricochets or anything like that.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, wow. Well, really nice, impressive air rifle, Christopher.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
This is the Volumax. So the Volumax is an additional plenum that you can add to it for more power. So the tactical version is the only one you can put the Volumax on right now, just because of the way it fits. But in 30 caliber, like you guys can have, you can get up to 135 foot-pounds, up to 155 foot-pounds with this Volumax. You can add 20 just by putting this additional plenum on in the 28-inch.
Right.
Yeah, 711 millimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very impressive. And then all of the rest is the same. You know, action inside is the same. So if you had a walnut or a carbon gray, you can then buy this chassis system, put it on there, buy the Volumax, and you have the most high-powered Daystate has ever made.
Yeah, wow.
Beautiful vertical grip too, and it also has the same butt piece, that Gecko, the one that sticks really nicely to you.